All right. Thank you, everybody, for this opportunity and for all of your patience. I think it was interesting. John answered a question earlier on whether automation is the way forward. And I just want to add something on that it's not just about tools. Methodology is just as important as the technology. People sometimes forget that. They see, oh, there's new technology and they want to adopt it, but they have no idea what they're doing. And that's why this type of partnership is very important. As one of our partners once said, if you don't get the methodology right first, automating it just messes things up at the speed of light. So you've got to know what it is that you want to do, how you're going to do it the best way, and then apply the tools. Right, and actually this started years ago in Jakarta when we were working on an AI project. John knows, he was there too at the time. And an engineer adjacent to our office was constantly upset with people using the wrong specs and the wrong contracts during the procurement process. And as a result of that, iSpec was born, because we want to deliver the right assets every time. Let me get this thing to move. So over the last 15 or 16 years, iSpec has been used to procure over $3.5 billion worth of equipment in the ports industry alone. We've helped our customers procure over 400 key cranes, over 750 RTGs, RMGs, and so on, and over 2,500 pieces of mobile equipment. To give you an idea of the difference, what makes iSpec, one of the things that makes iSpec different and the type of efficiencies you can look at, is that when we started looking at this, it was quite obvious that a project manager buying mobile equipment for ports could handle a maximum of 4 to 5 projects at a time. And to talk about efficiencies, with iSpec at the moment, we have project managers managing up to 30 projects at a time. Now that's a massive increase in productivity and efficiency. All right, of course, we have a global reach. iSpec is used in 6 continents, in over 60 countries by our customers. And this means, of course, that there are hundreds of ports and suppliers that have been using iSpec for a long time. So if you're going to this sort of technology and into iSpec, there's no need for introduction or training to the suppliers when it comes to implementing iSpec. They've already been using it for many years. The difference is iSpec provides you with a single point of truth for all your stakeholders. So both internally and externally. No matter what phase of a project you're in or what your function is, all the data is kept in one place, and there are never outdated copies of documents or contracts or specifications floating around. So you don't need to buy a document management system and integrate that with a tendering system and then integrate that or pass data from that to a project management system. With iSpec, everything is fully integrated and it does all of it from beginning to end. Again, kind of in a way, end to end, the whole process is done in iSpec. So you don't need to buy all these different modules and integrate them and pay people a lot of money to do that, as the consultants do if you buy many of these systems, or start using Microsoft and Word and MS Project and Excel and everything. Right, so when it comes to the ETE partner collaboration, as John mentioned, this is where we can manage all these projects. iSpec provides you with total project visibility, transparency, and these project management capabilities. By using holistic, integrated, tailored specifications that manage the entire deliverable. And it does that in a proven approach for turnkey design, implementation, and handover to our customers where that's required. So we actually have a proud record in iSpec, and John can attest to this. He's been using it for many years. Well, from the beginning, John was one of the people that helped us develop it. We've never got a contract legally wrong. We've never provided an incorrect spec or inappropriate piece of equipment. And iSpec has constantly been audited both by internal groups and external government auditors, and we've passed every time because iSpec maintains a very, very good audit trail of all the business processes and the specifications and discussions and negotiations and so on. So nothing is lost. And this can be very useful if disputes arise, because often you lose an email or you can't remember where a copy of that document is, where you discuss something or the negotiations, and you can end up in court because you can't prove your case. With iSpec, everything is recorded, and it's recorded in context. So if you're having a dispute or a discussion on, let's say, the hoist drive, you don't have to go and search through 12,000 emails to find that email you sent the guy clarifying the issue on the hoist drive. You go into your specification, you click on the hoist drive, and all your negotiations, discussions, emails, everything related to the hoist drive is linked to that document and that clause. So there's no searching for information and there's no losing information. It's all there. All right. iSpec can also handle all eventualities. I mean, should you need to cancel or delay a project during some global financial crisis or for some other reason, you can do this. You can amend contract specifications. It's got all the normal good stuff that a project and a contract management solution should have. We're quite proud at the moment. We're embarking on our first combined civil and equipment project at Olvia in the Ukraine. And this involves 3 of the partners, Trent, iSpec, and Jacobs. We're very excited about this. It's the first combined project we're doing, which is lovely. So how does one get started with something like iSpec? Well, it's actually free to start. There's no annual maintenance, there's no license fees, there are no hosting fees. We actually charge the vendor that gets awarded a contract. On successful awarding of a contract, the supplier pays us a 0.3 to 0.45% fee of the project. So if you believe that your suppliers are actually going to add this into the contract, then add that onto your CapEx budget. So you don't need an OpEx budget for your procurement management and procurement services and hosting and software and that. So if you don't buy anything, you don't pay anything. Then you can start off with a complete library of specifications for equipment. Trent has a wonderful set of specifications and agreements. These templates have been developed over the last 16 years and refined, and all of the suppliers know them and they're very happy with them. So you can either use that or you can import and create your own. So if you have already standard templates for procurement specifications and so on, they can be imported from Word very quickly and put into the system to manage your process, your projects and your procurement of your equipment. And then finally, if you want to focus on your core business, which is moving boxes, you can engage the partners, the bunch of us that are talking here today, with a proven track record to manage your project and allow you to focus on your core business. Or if you just want to use the tool, you can do it and you can do your own thing. So that's it. I kept it short and sweet because I know we're running out of time. If there are any questions, please let me know.